Okay, guys, and so continuing what happened uh, Friday, uh, the supposedly series premiere of Transformers Prime aired, and officially this is really episode 6. Actually, it's not the first episode, but they kind of basically classify it as the first episode of the series, and we also got to see an opening for the series. They used the same music they used for the first 5-part miniseries, but this episode pretty much continues right after where the last episode of the miniseries left off. So basically, Starscream now has an interest in being the Decepticon commander, pretty much living up to what he was in the classic cartoon after the supposedly death of Megatron. So what he does is basically he awakens a sleeper agent that was on Earth, which is introduced as basically Skywarp, this kind of big Decepticon. His leader, his only loyalty really is to Megatron. He tells us Starscream that period. I only follow Megatron, not you. Even when Starscream basically tells him like Megatron is gone, now bow to me. It was funny, and then he just went crazy and just smacked Starscream. So while Optimus and Bumblebee, and yes, Bumblebee, I know a lot of people are still upset that Bumblebee is still, talking. We see him battle. They battle Skyquake. That's the character's name, and the other Autobots are basically helping the humans. Jax and Miko and all of them with their science projects. This was kind of funny. This was a kind of another side story that was pretty funny. Ratchet stays behind basically to help. Basically, he stays behind and does Raph and Miko and Jack's projects for them. He doesn't even help them, let them do it. And since he's a genius, okay, so that was pretty funny. In the meantime, Optimus and Bumblebee are still fighting Skysquake, excuse me, and Soundwave actually picks up a life signal and appears to be Megatron's. So basically, Starscream goes into space to find if it really is him, even though he doesn't want to, but he does. Okay, Megatron is still living because of the dark energon that he ejected into himself, but just like the typical Starscream, what I was hoping they would do, he takes it out of him. Basically says, now stay dead. And I thought that was cool, and basically killing Megatron. But unfortunately, Soundwave sends out one of his robot scouts to follow Starscream, and he pretty much sees. So basically, Starscream had to play innocent, like, yeah, I found him, and he's hiding. The other stuff from from Soundwave's scout. Optimus and Bumblebee are able to defeat Skysquake, even when he finally gained a robot vehicle mode. Because Agent Fowler had came on the scene to assist in a prototype Harrier jet, and Skyquake basically scanned it, and he basically became another flyer, which was interesting because most of the Decepticons were flyers, so I didn't mind that at all. And in the process, but still he was defeated. Bumblebee was able to jump on his back jump on top of him while he was in vehicle mode and rip out like all kinds of things, navigation systems, you name it, probably. And Skyquake actually crashed while Bumblebee jumped on Agent Fowler's jet and they flew away. And that was pretty much it. But it was a decent battle between Optimus and Skyquake. It was pretty good. I did enjoy that. But later, we return back to what was going on with the humans, and we see what their teacher thinks of their projects. Pretty much they didn't do so good, actually, guys. Mainly because Ratchet changed all their projects into basically Cybertronian projects. It was really funny. That was funny, like for one example, the teacher said to Miko, "What planet is that?" Cybertron, things like that. That was funny. But that wasn't the final scene, guys. The final scene was we see Megatron in stasis in the Nemesis in the ship, and Starscream basically reluctantly hoping that, putting up a facade that Megatron gets better, and that's where it ends. So episode 6, Masters and Students, was pretty decent. Not bad for for the so-called season series premiere. It had a good mixture of comedy and action, so I didn't mind it at all. But for all those who did see this episode, once again, tell me what you think. Give me your input. Put them down in the comment section. You know me, guys. And this is Mount Vernon Kid. Once again, take it easy.